Hello, 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 guys and gals and non-binary pals. Welcome to another Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Today we're hoping to hit level 200, which should just be 4 levels away. So it should be relatively simple. And then we will go after the levels that we have not been able to get past yet. And that's the whole plan for today. I do apologize for not streaming this yesterday. When I went to start the game, I couldn't get Steam to load, and this game launches through Steam, so that was the issue I faced. And then I restarted my computer, hoped that would work, and still couldn't get Steam to load. But I was able to get, I also couldn't get Stream Elements or Streamlabs, whatever the OBS software stuff. Couldn't get that to work either. So it was just everything going wrong all at once. And then I turned off my computer overnight to try to make it actually fix itself. And then now I'm hoping that it works, because everything seems to be functioning. I just have to hope that it'll stay this way. But the last time we were here, we went through the U field, getting XP. Now we're on the Y field. Or we finished the Y field. Do we finish the Y field, or do we... It looks like we might have finished the Y field, because all these numbers are higher than the last time I remember it. And it looks like we did the journey mode, but not endurance on this one. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start at Z2 and work from there on endurance mode. We'll make sure that we're doing the correct things. XP record traits, yep. There we go, and then Z2 on endurance mode. Alright. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to be doing today, is trying to, well, not trying. We will be getting to level 200 today. It shouldn't take that long. And then we will advance pretty quickly after that. So we want these to go all the way up and around. So if I blockade this side, they have to go around this way. And if I block here, and I block here, then they still have to go this way. And then no matter what, all of them walk through this trap. So we got poison, slowing, critical, combine all that. Then we make a tower here. We'll do it here because once it gets high enough level, it'll go around this corner and it'll go around this corner. Yeah. Critical, armor tearing, critical mana. No, that's not right. I do 2 mana on this. And this needs a level 3 mana to combine in to make that level 4. Okay. And then we'll just build another regular grade 3 gem. So we do this, and then it'll also be these two. And then we combine these together, and then we'll combine those together, and then we'll combine them all the way over. Okay. That's what happens when I accidentally make the wrong kind of gem. Okay. And then we give that there. Alright. I could freeze all of these. Actually, yeah, I will. And then this can get combined over, and then that should refill itself by the time I need it again. Alright. There we go. Make all those walk slowly. Clump them all up, and then we damage a bunch of them. Alright. I believe this will go decently well. Should not really have any major issues. Let's change it to target swarmlings instead. That way all the little things that get through will die, and then all the regular shots will go after the giants afterwards. Because if they do get in, then it's more of an issue. Okay. As soon as I'm out of bolt, I will add back the beam. Okay. I think leaving that on swarmling targeting is actually going to be better. I want to make it level 7 before I try to make this higher level. 3 in a row of giants, and then swarmlings, and then 4 in a row of giants. That's not good. Even more than 4 in a row of giants. That's going to become an issue. That's level 6 already. Alright, and I need to be very careful of any flying entities. Okay. That really is 5 in a row of giants. That's not going to be good. Glad I went swarmling targeting. Alrighty. This is going fine. At least for now. I could probably speed it up and be fine. It's a lot of giants, so I should be okay. Let's use barrage to hit a bunch of them at once. Now we bolt. I need just about 400 more mana to upgrade this to 7. Let's freeze those, freeze that. Make these ones go slow. Damage all of them. Upgrade and give the beam. Okay, that seems to be fine. This being level 7 is helpful because it gives all the extra abilities. Okay, I can start upgrading this. Let's get the bolt going. Slow down all of those swarmlings if I can. I'll give that barrage. It is targeting exactly where I was hoping it would. Hitting all the swarmlings that are also next to all the giants. Okay. This is going pretty decently now. I got the beam to deal with all the other swarmlings that come through. I haven't seen any flying entities yet. I haven't seen any of the little black lines that appear on the screen to signify that they're approaching. So it's not like I'm just missing an apparition. I mean, an apparition could appear without the lines on the screen. They sometimes do that, whereas the Spectre and everything else requires those lines appearing. Okay. I could definitely get this to 7. Okay. The fact that there's no flying entities yet makes me worried. Whether that means that 2 or 3 of them are going to appear all at once, or it's going to be one of the shadow demons that flies everywhere except for where my towers are. It's probably going to be one of those things. Okay, there's flying entities now. There's a wraith. Wraiths are a problem, but they're not a terrible problem. Okay. Make the front ones walk slower to hopefully group them up a bit. then I can use the barrage a little bit more effectively. Go back to targeting swarmlings. Let's freeze these guys now. Just deal 10% damage. Okay. Use the beam to take care of the swarmlings and the giants that are still here. Use the beam again, because it ran out. 15k, and I can upgrade this again. Freeze those. Oh, there's a spire that I didn't even see. I can't yet duplicate that. Now I can. We'll build a tower right there. Okay, keep this targeting swarmlings for the moment. It's not quite in range. Okay. Once this is in range, I will swap it to highest banishment cost. It's an extra shield, okay. I thought that was the resocketing one for a second. Let's give that barrage. Okay. Deal 10% damage, slow those down. Freeze all of it. Of course there's the Shadow Demon now. Freeze the demon because that's more important, even though the spire one-shots me. The demon is more of an issue. Even though I straight up die to this, this thing is more problematic. I should have inverted that. Now that I've thought for a second longer. Because the beam does more damage quickly. Okay, that should be dying in just a moment. Go after swarmlings again. Do I just combine these together? Maybe that's the best call. after the lowest health. I think I wait, because I could just upgrade that in a moment. Having the 2 towers is a lot better. Once this is out of bolts, I can give it the barrage. The giant doesn't have a lot of health. Make all those walk slower. Upgrade and give it barrage. We'll freeze all of that. Hopefully the barrage will be a bit more accurate. Just do an amount of damage. Also barrage, that gets a bolt now. I don't think I'm going to be doing that much better than what I've already got at this moment. Okay. I'm surviving at least. Might not be doing amazing, but I am surviving a lot longer than I expected. This is also going to target least health now. It tends to mean that it'll target the swarmlings, but not always. Okay, hopefully this works out. Put beam there. Give this barrage because they're all kind of clustered. Slow those down. Deal 10% of their health. I'm really glad there's no other flying ones. In a round or two there will be, but I'm glad there's none right now. Let's take that out of the trap and move it there. Freeze all that. There's an apparition there. I might break 100k XP, but I don't know if it'll be worth it in the end. Because at this moment, it's not going too amazingly. Go after swarmlings, actually. might be okay for a little bit longer. Not much longer, but a little bit. Okay. I need more barrage. And or just ways to destroy the swarmlings. Okay. There's just too many swarmlings in the end. Yeah, that says wave 38, but I think we were on like wave 50 something. Approaching 60. Yeah. 121 shadow cores. We gained 96,999 XP. If we had gained 3,000 more XP, it would have been all 9s, which would have been fun, but that's fine. Alright. Three levels away. This is the one that was a little bit complicated. If I remember how I did it prior on this level, we destroyed the monster nest that was here first. The one that was here first got destroyed, and then we started moving other towers down to take out all the other things. But I need to blockade that so that they have to go up and around. And we'll blockade there. Then I need to have a tower there, and I'll need another tower over there. I cannot build over here for a trap yet. So we'll put it there. Traps just end up being all 4 of these, and then we add a solid mana gem later. Towers end up being this, doubling up on critical. So I just need 2 level 3 pure mana gems to combine in. We'll start there, and we'll go from there. Okay. And then I just need to destroy the monster nests as I can. Upgrade this to 3. And then I just need 204, I believe, to combine these. Yep, looks like 204 was the right number, because that's when the thing lit up. Mana cost is 204. Okay. I do that to increase the specials. I think I might change the targeting to the structures in just a moment. Actually, I mean, this is fine how it is. I might just duplicate this and move it down. Have that target structures first. Target swarmlings first right now. Because that's the issue, is the swarmlings run past while the giant gets attacked. Okay, we'll duplicate this first. Target structures. Okay, it's attacking both structures at once rather than one at a time, but I think that's okay. Barrage being there is not exactly what I needed. It's not going amazingly. I'll slow down those. Freeze them just a moment. Okay, that's one down. May not be going great, but it is definitely working. Okay, this gets to go there and destroy all of those. Why it's targeting the beacon first, I don't know, but that's fine. Could be worse, I guess. Okay, I still have to survive. That's the other half of this. Because Journey Mode doesn't care if you beat 17 out of however many waves. It cares that you destroy all of the waves. There's a spire. Okay. That monster nest is almost gone. Now I'm going to move this to here. Go after specialty things. Hopefully that'll target the spire in a moment. Okay. Go after the lowest health thing right now. I'm gonna do the risky thing. Upgrade that to 5. Hopefully this is going to be fine in holding the line, or at least slowing it down a bit. Going after the least health right there. I don't know if this is working well or not. Okay, we're moving that forward. That'll stay there. Slow down all those. Okay, I'm going to do this. Move this over. And then we will damage all of these. Go after the swarmlings first, because that's what's trying to get through. Okay. Still a lot of them getting through. I need to swap this to barrage. Thank you. Slow down all the other big monsters that are there. Too many things are getting through, and I'm no longer making enough mana for it. Go after the least health. Okay. Freeze all that. Deal 10% damage. Swap these and give that barrage. Upgrade that and hope for the best. I say hope for the best because I needed all of that to not be more mana than what I could make. Okay, or restart that. Okay. I don't think there was anything I could have or should have done differently there. Maybe destroying the front monster nest and going back would be a better idea. Do it the opposite order. I don't know. Still gonna do this. And we're still going to do this for the trap gem. And then we take this and go level 4 in total. There we go. Then we'll blockade this side. I could make them actually have to go down and around, down this way and up if I block this off. These ones will just go that way though, which might mean that they're not even in range. That makes sure that they go at least close enough. Okay. This is the problem of making multiple towers. Okay. I'm going to leave it at targeting the highest banishment cost instead of swapping over to swarmlings and everything else. We're just going to make it work out. So this monster nest I need to destroy so that they don't just spawn behind all of this. But otherwise, I'm going to focus on this monster nest first. Alright. And then I can combine this and increase the specials. And this is actually hitting this one now. It wasn't before because it was over just a small amount. But once this beacon is gone, it should let me move in on the shield beacon. Okay. Alright, that can be destroyed by regular shots, so I need to not target it. This one can be targeted so that the bolt actually hits over there. Okay. Alright, this is working at least decently. It's working at least a little bit better than the last time. Okay, I can move this tower forward. Well, once I destroy this monster nest, I can move the tower forward. Okay, we'll have a flying entity in a moment. Need the monster nests gone. I did actually get a barrage in there, okay. Okay. That's one gone. least hit points for a moment. Upgrade and get the beam. I don't have any way to really need to care. Okay, that's gone. So I can move back now. I want to destroy that swarmling in particular. Take out the swarmling. Well, because I picked it up instead, I did not get that orblet back as easily as I needed to. Alrighty. I don't think this is going to go as well as I wanted it to. I don't know why I slurred that word there. Or stuttered the word? I stuttered it. Whatever. Go after the highest banishment capacity still. Okay. Slowly gonna work forward. Slow all of those down. Go up there and use the bolt. Regular targeting is not helping. Use the barrage. Okay, as soon as I'm out of barrage, I swap over to beam. That one has the orblet. Thank you for destroying it. I'm not going to get the orblet back. I can't select the correct one. There, this one. No, it's out of range now. Yeah, it's out of range now. Okay. Okay. As soon as I'm out of the beam, move this back up here and go with bolt to try to clear out stuff. And then I'll be able to put the trap there and move this over. I'm going to hold off in case something goes wrong there on upgrading that. believe I can upgrade that now and be fine. And I think that that's pretty much cleared out. Freeze those, slow those. That barrage. Deal some damage there. Now I just wait for any flying entities that cause problems. Okay, too many of those are getting through. Okay, and we've got 44 total waves. We're definitely doing better this time around compared to the first time. At least the first time today, I should say, because first time was actually a couple, probably more than a couple months ago, because it's been a while since we've been up near the Z fields. Now that's level 7. Should be good to hold on. Okay. It all depends on what the flying entity is and which direction it comes from and where it is attempting to go. It's a specter right now. I'm not worried about a specter. I'd be more worried if it was a shadow demon. There could still be a spire trying to come in at the same time as that specter, though. I guess that is an option. I don't currently see one on the screen, but it could still be slowly walking from off screen. Okay. All those swarmlings are getting through because it targeted all of the big guys first, all the giants. All right. All of the enemies are doing fine. And I'm doing decently against them as well. There's at least one more flying entity. There is a spire. Try to keep those out of range right now. looks like a very dark purple specter, which makes me think it's actually two of them instead of just one. But also there's a spire on the map. So that's taking a bit of precedent. Okay, it is targeting the specter first. Let's freeze that out of range for right now. I would like to make sure that I can actually deal with this thing. It's frozen for 3 more seconds. Freeze it again. Deal more damage. Should I just send the last 4 waves? And then try to deal with the spire afterwards? Barrage is not going to target all the monsters in a row. It's targeting the spire. So I have to manually target these to get the barrage to go that way. Go after least hit points right now. Okay. I need to deal with all of that before I can really focus on the spire. Upgrade that to 7. Now it also gets the extra benefits. Slow that down. Okay. Freeze those again. It is in fact in range of the beam. Okay, it should be dead. Okay. We're gonna swap to there and put the barrage in. Still going after the least health. Which is still, it's just all of them at this point. I can move to there and freeze them just to be safe. And just because I can, we'll move again to here so I can destroy the beacon at the same time. Because now the bolt can hit that, and apparently we're shooting the wizard's dash first. Can I destroy this faster than the game will end? No, I cannot. Okay. I don't get any extra XP. I was gonna try and destroy the beacon. get a bit more XP that way, but this is fine. 67,000 XP gained, 143 shadow cores, that's nice. And another top fragment. Not a great one, but not a terrible one either, I guess. XP gained is nice. Initial mana doesn't tend to do that much in actuality, but that's fine. Okay. And we go endurance mode, which apparently I've only beaten 7 waves in endurance mode, so that's kind of odd. Okay. I do believe I should do this pretty much exact same setup, at least to start. This is the tower gem. This is the trap gem. And then we just do this. Okay. $4.98. Okay. First and foremost is the beam. Waiting to get barrage before I combine the trap gem. Combine, give barrage to restock it immediately. Okay. And we go 1788. $17.88 to duplicate. There we go. Put that there. Target structure. Give it the bolt. Okay. Give it the bolt again. Okay. The monster nest is almost gone, hopefully. those, slow down everything else that gets through. Freeze it again. That one's gone. Put that there. I need some other not strike spell, enhancement spell. I should be able to upgrade that. $19.92 to upgrade. Having to be careful not to upgrade too early though. Okay. This is going decently fine. It's got 40 more health. Alright, flying entities inbound. Okay. This is going alright. Not amazingly, but alright. Gonna move that there. I would like to move it even further forward, but don't have much space for that at this moment. Once this beacon is gone, I should be good to build my trap up here. Alright, that gets moved to there. These are gonna get slowed down and slowed down. And those are getting frozen. I can start targeting the highest banishment cost. And then I would just need to put both of these towers together. Okay, I think I go here. And then we'll combine there. We'll freeze that. Okay. And at least for this moment, this is going fine. Okay. And this needs to get upgraded. But I want to get that tower to level 7 first. because the level 7 tower is when it gets all the benefits of the skills that we have. And that's what I really need right now. Move this forward now that most of the big things are gone. Okay. Give that the beam. Target the swarmlings for a moment. Okay. Now I've got barrage. Go back to targeting the highest banishment cost. Or not, go after giants instead. Because that'll target the front runner giants. Which means that it's also hitting all of the swarmlings that are underneath them. Or at least it should be if it would actually target them pretty well. Swarmlings for beam. Giants for bolt. Attack the Wraith. Okay. This could be going worse. It definitely could be going better, but it could be going a lot worse. Okay, and I haven't been able to make this go to level 7 yet. There's another Wraith. That other Wraith is really not good. There's not a lot of swarmlings right now, so maybe I could afford to upgrade this. Upgrade that. Level 7 gives it all the other benefits. Okay, I've gained enough mana that I don't think I'm going to lose right away. Okay, barrage is taking out a lot of the giants at once. Which is in turn lowering the health of the other giants to keep it targeting within all of those. So that's really nice. Those are just walking on their own. Okay, there are a lot of giants that are going to get banished in the next few minutes, which is not going to be great for me. It's still grade 4, which is a problem. Okay. Swarmlings are returning already. And then, based off of the amount of black things on the screen, it's likely that 2 things just spawned. A specter and something else. And it would tend to be a spire. Based off it is not visible on the screen right now. Let's try and get rid of some of these swarmlings. No, there's a... Go after the special entities. Because if you don't, I'm dead. More seconds of being frozen. At least hit points, go back to the bolt. Swap to barrage because of how many things are here. I can't click to target anything. I just want to make sure that all these die. I hate how long it takes for all of the Shadow Demon to die. Kind of wish one of the targeting systems would be just clusters of enemies. Let's try and take care of the apparition so I can actually get more mana. And more shadow cores. Okay. We're hoping that clustering all of them together while I have barrage is going to be good. Because barrage clears crowds pretty well. Not always, but it clears them pretty well. Pretty decently, at least. definitely running on a mana deficit. Okay. There's the barrage. Fire at the giant cluster. Fire into the cluster of giants. I'm now out of barrage, so it doesn't make sense to try to do that, and I'm gonna die here. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We did pretty decently. $68,080 XP, 155 shadow cores. Not terrible. Alright, we need 84k to get to the next level. Is it 46? No, it's 48. 4,800. This one, we're just gonna delete. I can almost plug this one in and then start upgrading it. 4,800 shadow cores. I mean, if I deleted all the other ones I had, I would have enough. But that doesn't feel like a good idea. Deleting everything just to have enough for one feels like I lose out on a lot of the other good ones I have, or the other decent ones. They might not be the best, but they would definitely be decent. One indestructible monster nest. Make it so that it has to go down. If I remember correctly, I made a tower here in the past, which forced them to go up and around, but they get shot by this tower the whole time. And then I had another one over here that was collecting all the stragglers. Maybe that's what I should do again. I can build a trap here and force them to go through it. Make them have to go through that side of the trap. That blocks it, so I have to build here, or here, or build there. And this is the tower gem. That's the level 3 one that goes there. Make that level 4, and we put that there. And then I blockade here to make them still have to go up and around. So this side will take longer to go around than this side will. And this one can just naturally get upgraded because I already put the mana gem in. Okay. And then I've just got to be careful of any flying entities. I could actually blockade the bottom side, force them to go up and around. Ugh. Now they have to go up and around. And then I could actually build the tower here. There we go. Because they'll still have to go up and around, but now they have to go around even further on either side of this. And then eventually, once I get it a higher level, it'll also be able to attack the mana shard. But it's also attacking what's front running over here. It is causing an issue with the giants there, but that's okay. Because as long as the rest of it dies, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, because I still just need 1992. Mana. 1992 mana. I took way too long to finish that sentence, but okay. It might actually be better to target closest to the orb for the first time in a while. That way I'm not firing on these when those ones over here are closer. Might be a good idea, might not be, I don't know. I'm trying to think through it by talking out loud. Okay. Okay. Once that bolt is gone, then we go with the beam to try to deplete all of the swarmlings. Maybe I just change the targeting to swarmling instead of specialty. Because the swarmlings are the issue that I'm having. And then it will still just target all of the giants naturally. when it's just got enough time to target other things. Yeah, this seems to be going okay. Alright. I should probably be able to speed it up because that's a lot of giant waves in a row. Okay. That's really, really a lot of giants in a row. That's what, 7 or 8 waves in a row of just giants? Dang. This might actually be a good idea. Just to get rid of all of them. Or at least attempt to. Okay. There will be a flying entity in a moment. Okay. I think this is going fine. One wave of swarmlings and then another 7 waves of giants. Wow. This is certainly a giant wave. A lot of giants. Let's slow down those to try and cluster them together so that I can use barrage again. Oh, and wave 34 is also another thing of giants. Dang. Almost forgot that I had to target it. Alright, let's go with barrage to try and clear out a lot of these clustered together ones. Dang. It's a lot of giants. Make those go slow. Freeze the front runners. Okay. Now we barrage again to destroy a lot of the giants all at once. This is definitely a lot of giants. Far more than I would anticipate. one giant got through. I think we just make this level 8. It does more damage, reduces more armor, and we'll have a higher crit chance. Yeah. Rather than upgrade this. I mean, I'm still gonna upgrade it, but upgrading this one to level 8 took precedence. Okay, swarmlings are starting to appear again. It's just one wave, and then there's another 2 waves later. This is just a lot of giants. I was about to say a lot of swarmlings, but nope, it's a lot of giants. Okay. Slow down the giants. I should probably be able to just send all of the waves at once now. Maybe I should wait just a moment longer. I don't know what wave 46 is going to be right now. .46 is another thing of swarmlings. Okay. Okay. Slow down all of those. Two waves of swarmlings in a row. Let's try to get rid of most of these giants first. I've been intentionally saving the beam, so that once the swarmlings do get closer, I can use it a lot more effectively. I think I'm going to use it now, though, to start taking out the giants that are close. Okay. If I have to, I'll move back up there, but I think I should be fine for the time being. Target the giant with barrage. Takes out a lot of them because they're all kind of clustered. Okay. Slow down all of those. Make all those have the ice shards effect. And we bolt the rest of these, and then here's more swarmlings in just a second. Okay. Should be fine to go triple speed now. Okay. I think I build one more tower. Up there. We'll use up the barrage first. Go there. Freeze that. Slow those. Okay. I could upgrade this again. And I will do just that because it means more damage. Okay. There we go. That was not as difficult as I thought it would be when I saw how many giants there were. It was the swarmlings and the flying entities that gave more problems. 59 shadow cores. This one's a decent inner fragment, but I don't think it's better than anything I already have. 78k XP was nice, but I needed 84k. So we're just a little shy from getting to 199. I know it's not going to be the same, like, entities, but if endurance mode is pretty much just giants like that, and every so often having a few swarmlings, maybe it'll go fairly similarly. Just looking at the first 8 waves, I can see it's probably not gonna go the same way. But that's fine. Okay, and then we got this. Build the tower. Actually, I think I build the tower here first. And we'll still do this and this. And that to make them have to go that way. We'll make that take a while to go around. And then we build the trap. Honestly, I can probably build the trap here now. Alright. And we'll start it off with special highest banishment cost, but I'll move it over to swarmlings once I have enough time. Swap it to swarmlings right now. Okay. Here we go. I was gonna say the Reavers are the problem, but I had enough bolts to be able to take them all out, I guess. The Reavers are the problem because of the swarmlings going around them faster. Okay. This seems okay right now. Speed it up for a little bit. Not a lot of swarmlings are actually getting through because of the trap, but there's definitely a lot more swarmling waves than there were in the last journey mode. Okay, let's make that level 5. There's still a lot of giants, but there's a lot more of everything else. Okay, try to get the tower to level 7 now. Okay. It's already level 6. So it should be okay. That's wave 14. But these giants over here are wave 7. Okay. Alright, this is going fine. It could definitely be going worse. Okay, I have to pay attention to the Spectre flying around. Otherwise I'm not going to target it at all, and I'll lose the gem. I'm going to target the Spectre. There we go. It being level 7 means that my tower does more. I want to to say this is going well. I think this is going pretty darn good. Like, I'm not worried in the slightest that this is going to fail anytime soon. Like, obviously once we get more and more things on the field at the same time, it'll be a little bit worse, but at least right now, it seems okay. Gonna get my trap to level 7, and then the tower to level 8. And then honestly, I think we're gonna be doing fine. I'm not even really needing to use the beam against the swarmlings. Okay. That giant's from wave 22, this giant's from wave 16. Yeah, I think this is going decently fine. It's only going to be an issue when there's like 4 or 5 waves of swarmlings in a row, it seems. Along with a giant wave currently at the location of where all those swarmlings are clustered. That seems to be the only time that this will really be an issue. Make that level 7. There are still clusters of a bunch of giant waves in a row. Wave 30 to 35 right now is all gonna be giants. So there's still some cause for concern about the number of giants. And 29 being swarmlings is going to make it a little bit problematic as well, but not terribly so. Okay. Seems to be going fine. Haven't really had to slow down or freeze the monsters too much either. This is really the first time I've even used the abilities. Okay. This is going pretty decently. Got a bunch of giant waves in a row, and then it looks like a bunch of swarmling waves in a row. So that'll be an issue, but it won't be life-threatening issue, I don't think. If I wanted to or needed to, I could just send all 4 waves of swarmlings at once. That might actively be a good idea, rather than let them hide underneath giants. There's definitely some entity coming in. I think I'm gonna do that 4 waves of swarmlings all at once. Okay. Targeting all the swarmlings. All 4 waves of swarmlings, in fact. There is a spire coming in. I did not blockade this side. Whoops. Get rid of the specter. Target all the swarmlings that are underneath everything else. And all the ones that got banished and are trying to come back. I'm not going to be hitting this apparition, but I think that's fine. Make those go slow. Okay, that only had 800 health left, so glad I did that. Target the giant in the middle of all of them. Okay. It's a lot of giants still. And that spire is getting closer and closer. And of course it's out of range. Still out of range. Still very much out of range. This is the issue with that kind of flying entity. Okay, I'm going to move this and swap targeting to giants and give it the bolt for right now. I'm going to try and get rid of all these giants. the bolt right when I tried to target the Shadow Demon with it. I should be able to destroy it. It's only 8 shots, approximately. Well, it would be if I... Well, I was hoping that that would hit that. Go after least health, because now I need that. Freeze that. Okay. We're surviving. Kind of. Kind of surviving. Oh, if I had been able to destroy the Shadow Demon a little bit earlier, I think I'd be doing fine right now. I just need to hit it 1 or 2 more times and I think I would have had it. Oh, that's not good. It made everything have a shield. Well, at least we got enough XP to level up again. 62 Shadow Cores. Could have been better, but that's fine. Alright. Let's see, we need 40k XP. $40k XP is all we need. And then we can go to the next, we can go to the levels that we got stuck on and try and defeat the 4 guardians that appear. I don't have to destroy this monster nest, but I still think I should. Build the tower there and the trap there, and then also build a tower here. This is where I want to focus, but I still need to destroy this monster nest first. Okay. And then the tower is this. And then we go with the level 3. Okay. And this goes to level 3 as well. And I can combine it there. And that's a level 4. And that's a level 4. And that gets 30% increased specials. And then I duplicate this one and put it over here to target the monster nest. Speed this up for a second. Duplicate, place, target structure. There we go. Let me target that. Oh, the bolt actually hit over there. Okay. And it can also have the bolt. This monster nest is almost gone, but not quite. There we go. I can target there. I need 2 bolts there and 10 there. Okay. Should be able to open up the chests. Let's target swarmlings there. Okay. What's the small runic chest gonna get me? Upgrade that to level 5 to hopefully make it work better. A bleed slow gem. Upgrade that, combine them. need to upgrade this, but I also need to put something else on it to make it actually resocket quicker. Okay. This is going fine now. I've been able to stabilize. It's probably the other way to phrase that. This is slow and bleed in level 4. If I didn't critical and poison at level 4, combined them, and then did a level 5 mana leech. It'd be a very expensive way to possibly get all of those together. But it might not even work. Okay. This is going okay. That's level 6 now. Okay, a lot of things are happening now. And I have no idea if this is working. Okay. This definitely had more slow in it than it had the regular, because it's not the same cost that it would be to upgrade it to level 7 naturally. Yeah, because it's not 7,968 to upgrade, it's 8,217 to upgrade. So there's definitely something else in it that would not normally be there. Okay. going okay. There's 48 waves. Let's make that level 6. Can't quite make that upgrade. I would like to upgrade that, but I can't quite. Okay. Now we upgrade it. Now they're both level 6. All of my towers are level 6 now, actually. Well, that's also a true statement, but not quite what I meant. All of my gems are level 6, including my trap gem. Okay. Hopefully this will still survive. We've got 14 waves left. Yeah, because I'm going to be on 34 out of 48, so 14. Okay. I don't know which one is higher level. This one is, looks like. Slow all those down. This looks like the one that I should upgrade to 7 first. But it's a real toss-up on whether I'll have enough mana to survive after that or not. Based solely on how many enemies are still on screen, I have no idea if this will be a good idea. Alright. Hopefully we will survive. Slow down all those. Quite a few more waves of giants. Can freeze those. They're just out of range of everything. There's a spire. I cannot afford to deal with a spire right now. I need to freeze the spire in place multiple times. One of the giants gets through. That is really not good. I could Let's slow down the giant, or the spire, not the giant. The giants underneath it still get slowed, but that's okay. What is wave 48? Swarmlings. So it's a ton of giants and a few swarmlings over the next multitude of waves. Maybe I should just send it so that I can deal with all of those and then get on with the spire pretty quickly. Okay. Maybe that would be the best course of action. Yeah, let's just send all the waves. It also refreshes all of the mana and all of the abilities I have. Let's slow that down so that it walks slower. I need to hold off on freeze. Slow all of those down. Upgrade that, even though I didn't really want to do that. Kind of need to. Get rid of the giants. Use the beam. I believe most of the swarmlings are gone now. Freeze that again so it takes forever. Alright, there's one swarmling. 3, 4, 5 swarmlings it looks like. And that's it, so they should be gone. I'll slow those down. That should be able to target the apparition first. Go after the least health, go after the least health. This can keep poisoning the spire. Okay, the spire should be dead in just a moment. And then I shouldn't have to worry about it. Give that more specials. I am having to banish things, which isn't great. Okay. As long as I can produce enough mana, I don't think I lose here. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that I have enough to be able to survive and win. It'll just take a few instances of them walking around to do so. But I should be able to win from this. I'll go with that. Okay. I should be fine. Okay. I guess I could actually just speed up the final bit here. Give that the beam. Give that the bolt. Freeze those, slow those, so all the barrage actually hits. Alright, yeah, this is definitely over. They're not gonna make it through this one more time. And I should have enough XP to level up. That one is getting through though. Let's freeze that front runner just to be safe. Okay. That took a little bit longer than I expected. But 74,000 XP should be enough for what we needed. 150 shadow cores as well. Now we should be level 200. And we got 4,800 shadow cores at the same time. Alright, that one's definitely not good. That's not great. This one's okay, but not better than anything I already have. And I can finally unlock this and socket it in there. And now I have a level 82 fragment in there. It doesn't do anything for my XP stuff that I have been needing, but if I can get it all the way maxed to level 11, then I get a +1 to all my skill levels, which means I essentially start at level 1 for everything, so all of it will be cheaper. Essentially, if I could, not that it would be likely, if I could get the whole 25 grid to be a +1 to skill levels, then everything's just starting at level 25. And that's just great. But it also saves me some of my skill points. I don't have to level up all these things now if I just start there. Alright. Well, we're level 200. It's been 2.5 hours. This is normally when I would try to end, but we haven't played one of the levels that we've gotten stuck on in forever. So we're gonna try this. D3. last wave has 4 guardians in it. Reach wizard level 200. Okay. Alright. Critical, mana, bleed, and armor tearing for my tower. Do I want them to be even, though? Let's go with 2 levels of crit. I cannot duplicate that. Okay. I can't duplicate that. I don't have enough mana. But I do think I would like to start with 2 critical, armor tear, and bleed together. And we duplicate that and put it up here. I can duplicate this, I just can't combine them right off the bat. $204. Upgrade that. And then we wait. Get rid of all those. And then upgrade that. Okay. So the main issue is going to be the Guardians. And if I do nothing to slow them down or freeze them or anything, they enter at the same time. That's what our prior experiments have proven. So let's think about this. If I go... I'm just going to build a ton of traps. I do need to pay attention to getting these to level 5. Well, get them to level 7. Upgrade them up to level 7. There are 77 waves, or 76 waves before I really have to worry about the Guardians. Here, here. I should probably have upgraded the traps themselves. Because I think that would decrease their costs slightly, make them more efficient and whatnot. I should have changed around my skills, is what I'm saying without saying that as the sentence, apparently. Oh, one of them got through. Okay. I need to pay attention to my towers. Let's focus on getting the towers to level 7 first. Then I'll worry about building traps. Okay, that's level 5 now. That's now level 5. Okay. Speed it back up again. Okay, the enemies have gotten through on the top more frequently than on the bottom. So I should probably upgrade this one first. At least that's the thought process. $39.84. I was close. I almost slowed it down at the correct time. Okay, this one ran out of the beam first. But that one's been struggling more with enemies. Now I just let those two come through. Wow. That was me just letting it through this time. Dang. Okay. Level 6 and level 5. Okay. Can upgrade that in a moment. Just want to get rid of all those first. Now I've got 2 level 6 towers. I mistimed giving it that beam. No wonder it's going bad. I need to not be on 3 times speed. That's the other issue. Because I'm trying to go quickly, or at least relatively quickly, I'm not reacting as fast. $79.68. 3 waves of giants in a row. Okay. I'm Which one's gonna run out of beam first? That's the one I'll upgrade to 7. Top one ran out of beam first, so it gets upgraded first. Okay. We're approaching the halfway point. 35 is half of 70, and there's 77 waves. There we go. .6 and 2.8. Okay, now that they're level 7, I think I'm gonna start making the trap gems. Okay, this needs another beam. I wasn't paying attention to that. I focused on what I was doing instead. This gives me multiple spots to move my gems to still help out during the tense moments while the guardians are walking around. After the highest armor, because that's going to always be the guardians once they happen. The ones that are shielded and have the highest armor are the guardians. And then I just need to build a ton of traps all the way around. Three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can just do bolts and barrages. can duplicate all these. I can slow down, pay attention. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, I want bolts on the first one. I want barrage in the second. And I need to save beam for my towers. But trapping the bolt is going to do the most amount of damage. That one already had a bolt. I don't know why I put another one on it. Okay, because I messed up with putting beam on one of these, it's messed up the system on top with being able to put beam whenever I needed it, alternating between the top and the bottom. Okay. Okay. This is somewhat working out. I've had to maneuver things a little bit myself, but not much. We're just alternating these with barrage and bolt. Okay. This tower up here is going to run into trouble in a moment. Bottom tower starting to run into trouble too. Okay. I think I'm going to change these to target swarmlings. Then it can target the others after that. Let's freeze that. This is what I get for messing up the beam. Okay. Hopefully I can stabilize before it gets worse. If the guardians appear and I don't have any amount of stabilization, I should probably lose pretty quickly. I mean, I don't have a lot of actual defenses in the middle, so I've got to be very careful. beam for that bottom one. Use barrage to hopefully deal with all these. Okay. It's not going terribly, but it's not really going great at this moment either. Okay. Once the guardians appear, I'm probably in trouble. I might be able to upgrade both of my towers. Let's make it so I have to walk around the long way. Okay. Yeah, I think I should upgrade these to level 8. Yeah. Okay. I've got 2 level 8 towers. I've got a bunch of traps. And it costs a ton to build more traps. So if I need to build any more on the inside, I'm probably in trouble. But until I need to, I'm fine. I meant to press number 2 and slow them down, not damage them by 10%. I'm not sending any waves early. We're just gonna let these waves happen naturally. And the only thing I'm gonna use is the beam. Because I can't afford to freeze or slow them down because I need to save those for the guardians. Okay. Here's the beam for all of those. I nearly just went against what I said about not slowing them down or freezing them. Alright. This is about to be the best I can do with what we've got. 4 guardians. And a wave of... and the actual wave of giants. Deal that one twice. That one can slow down. This one can slow down. That can actually freeze. I'm gonna wait for this one to be on top of the traps. And we'll freeze it in between the two traps. So hopefully it's getting hit by both of them. Okay. Slow that one down. Okay. This top left one is the most damaged. These are both level 4, they go to level 5. These are both level 3, they go to level 4. And it goes to level 5. That's 3 and 3, that's 3 and... Those are all level 4 now. That's all level 4 and level 5. This will get upgraded to 4 and then combine with this to make a 5. That's 5 and 5 to make 6. That's level 5. That'll quickly go to 6. And that's 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not a tower. Trap there. Trap here. That one gets to go there. This one gets to go there. Target the least health. Target the least health. And that's what we're doing. That one gets frozen there. This is level 3, it goes to 4. Combines with the 4 that's there. And then I can't combine that yet because I don't have that. 5 and 5 will combine. This goes to here and then puts on the beam. Make that one go slow. Put on the beam. Target the nearest to the orb now. Because this one's a bit closer. Okay. This gets combined to 6. That goes to there to help that. These are both level 5. They get combined together to make 6, which goes to there. This level 6 can combine to here to make level 7. And we'll resocket it immediately. These two can fight together for a moment. That can go there. Target least health. I need to wait on that. One, two, three. Build 40 traps. Well, I'm also out of mana. Neither of those are on top of this trap anymore, so I should move it to there. These two, I just need to move to here. We'll freeze those in place. We'll slow this one down. We'll knock 10% health off of those two because they're close enough together. And they're getting targeted differently. Which is not great. I'm going slow intentionally. That can jump to there. With the bolt. Give this the beam. Make those go slow because of that. We got rid of one. That's in range for a little bit longer. So I'll leave it. No, it's not. We resocket that immediately. We'll move this to here and we'll freeze this one on top of it. And then I need to put a trap there and a trap here and a trap there. That moves to there. Okay. I should have moved that sooner. That's... dang it. I wish I could build here on the broken orb base. Give that the bolt. Move that one to there. Give this the beam to try to do more damage. Slow these down. Build a trap there, build a trap here. Move this trap over. there and a trap here, and I'm out of mana again. Move that down. Move that down. I don't have a way to immediately resocket it though. That one should be there. Are these just doing like vastly different amounts of damage? Not vastly, but this one does have more hits. Slow down that one. Move that up. Apply the beam. Move the trap over. Build a tower. Move that to there. I'm still not gonna win this one. And I don't have a way to immediately resocket this. That one gets frozen. I have to target this one. This one's going to die, hopefully, in time. Or maybe not. I don't have a way to stop both of them. Yeah. Drat. Dang it. Still not enough. It's probably the fact that I didn't have the traps construction skill. Although the specials, I guess the firing speed maybe would have improved something, but the specials being increased in traps wouldn't have really done anything either. But that's okay. It's been over 3 hours. That's about the time that we tend to try to stop. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, that'll be everything for today. Next week, I know I have work at night. So on the days I do stream, I'll either have to make sure that it's shorter streams, 2 to 3 hours at most, 2.5 hours in order to be at work on time. Otherwise, they'll be later at night, like I used to do before summer break kind of hit. But as it stands right now, I don't have a good solid plan for what days of the week I'll stream next week. Although I can't remember if it's Friday that I needed to be in. Was that next week Friday or was that this week Friday? Trying to remember. Yes, that is this week Friday. So yeah, this week Friday I won't be doing Gemcraft. It'll be Saturday or Sunday. Probably try to do it on Saturday just because that's when I normally would do it. Sunday's kind of the weird day to try to stream, but because I had issues yesterday with the stream starting, I moved it to today anyways, but I don't normally stream on a Sunday. But that is enough of my rambling. I will post an actual schedule probably tomorrow. And if I do stream tomorrow, it will probably be the Chronicles campaign in Age of Empires. Just because that's what we've been doing. But yeah, that is everything from me. I'm going to shut up and stop rambling. But I hope to see you guys later. Hope you have a good day, a good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night, and a good time zone wherever you are. And peace out.